What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of NAS100 analysis today, and we're going to be picking up from where we left off. Okay, so guys, welcome back. In the last video that I did, okay, this was where we was at in that video. So it was like this candle right here, and all of these hadn't taken place. So it's been a while since I made a video, so all of these hadn't taken place, right? So naturally, obviously, like I said in the previous videos, I'm downward facing. So I'm looking for sales only, even though market is moving up, right? Yes, the trend is your friend, but like I say, when it does break down, I have a feeling it's going to give a lot of gems, right? So I'm only downward facing when I see, because I think we're at the point where I should only be looking for that. Obviously, this is my opinion and my opinion alone, so I don't expect any of you to just jump in on it and go with that vibe, because look, this is as clear as day, right? Market is moving upwards. Market is moving upwards. I'm saying I'm downward facing, which means I'm trying to catch these down here. I catch this down here, and I catch that down here, and I catch this down here. But obviously, when this was doing all of this, I was mainly, depending on where we are, right, I think I was predominantly buying until I got to the point where I decided that I need to be looking for sales, right? But right now, right where we are at this level right now, I'm only looking for sales. I think it only makes sense that I look for sales, and that's in my opinion, because once again, not a financial advisor, not giving you financial advice. So let's go into the hour real quick, because I actually did some scribbles on here. There were times when I actually made videos and I literally just didn't upload them. I don't know why I didn't upload them. I just didn't upload them. Something came up and I just didn't do it. So so these were some of the drawings that I did for some of the videos that I had made that are still sitting in my editing drive, right? But I haven't actually edited them out, so you didn't get to see what I was talking about in regards to all of this, right? Which was relatively, obviously, sorry it didn't go out, but you know, it is what it is, right? So when I did the last video, right, we was around here somewhere. This was where we was, right? Okay, and then a few days after, we got this shape. So we got this nice little range that appeared in this zone over here, okay? And I identified it incorrectly as the possible head and shoulders. Why it was incorrect? It's because of this little peak over here. But either way, we still got the results we was after, which was a break to the downside. And naturally, I jumped in on this candle over here. And rolled it down and got stopped out because my trailing stop, once it started to do a little consolidation at this level, in the early hours of the following day, which was a Thursday, I brought my trailing stop down to about this level, and as the day went on, it naturally shot up and took me out, and then obviously continued on this journey and returned back to this zone over here, right? So this is obviously Sunday afternoon actually, right? And I kind of need to figure out where market is going to be tomorrow in regards to what is the potential, what could it do, okay? So one thing that I do know, going off what I'm looking at right now, is that we're having consolidation at the top of the current trend right now, right? So if I go into a day, I'll show you exactly what I mean, right? So we're having price build up in this area right here. You see, it's not going up just straight up, right? It's starting to do a little dance in this little zone right now. Let me just rejig these trend lines. I could draw new ones, but I'm doing my part for the environment, you know, recycling the old lines. Okay, right, so this is what we got going on at the moment. We've got a little bit of a dance going on at the top. Let's get rid of all of these. We've got a bit of a dance going on at the top right now, right? We're just going to do it like this. It's not entirely as accurate as I would want it to be, but let's just make sure at least it touches the candles, the wicks, okay? Let's make this one red so at least I can tell them apart. Blue actually. All right, cool. So we can see we're having a bit of a price bouncing around in this area right now, or the better way of phrasing that would be price is not giving us what it was giving us before on this journey up, which was clear moves to the upside. So as we can see, we had a bit of a build up, then it shoots up, then we have a bit of a build up, then it shoots up. Now we're having a bit of a build up, okay, right? And it could shoot up because in the previous video I talked about the zone, right? 15,279.2, right? I believe price is going to make his way up to this level, okay, right? Now between where it is now and this zone, it could violently break down. Hence why I'm downward facing, because I reckon that I could get the biggest bank in the shortest period of time by facing downward, supposing to be on the other side of it, which is obviously it takes its time to move up slowly. All right. Oh, and don't get it twisted, guys. I have been catching buys as well, so it's not just sells. I'm focused on talking about the sells, but I'm not like we're not brain dead over here, right? I am taking buys as well, right? But it's just that when I see the sells coming, that is when obviously I'm more ambitious with my trades, right? So lot sizes change when I'm facing downwards. My lot size is a lot bigger when I'm facing downwards, supposing to when I'm riding it up, because I believe it's going to break down. So I haven't said that in a few videos, but I am actually doing this. So if you're watching thinking, this guy's watching it go up and he's not doing anything, no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I just know size matters from this level downwards. That's what I'm trying to say, right? That's what I've been trying to say. So it's important that I correct that, okay? So I'm adding size going down, which is, by the way, super risky. Super risky. Do not do this if you're not ready to do this. Just don't do it, right? Don't do it. Once again, not a financial advisor, not giving you financial advice, because I've just said what I've just said, which is I'm adding size as it's coming down. And if you want to know what I mean by size, I'm increasing the lot size basically. So if I'm doing, I don't know, 0.5 on the way up here, I'm doing 2 on the way down. Yeah? Right. Right. Okay. So with that covered. So with this covered, this is what I think. This is what I personally think, right? Yeah, in regards to how I am going to be navigating. So we're looking at this on a day, so I need to go to the hour, because the hour is going to give much more better signal strikes than when I mean strikes, better locations to actually start sticking in cells, supposing to on a day. Day is quite generic. Okay, so what I would be looking for in a cell right now is I'd be looking for, well, first off, okay, keep it simple. So first off, if price clears the zone, right, I'll put in a buy at my normal size. Because this is where we think price could go, which is up here, 15,207. Let's do that again. 15,279.2, right? So if price breaks above this zone, okay, I would be looking, and depending on how it breaks above this zone, okay, so I need a power wick through. I need a power candle that blasts through this, and then the next one I'll take. It could be traced back down again, and obviously that's the way the cookie crumbles. We take the wins with the losses all day, every day, right? But if price closes above this level, that is when I'll be thinking about taking a buy, riding it up to that side of with a normal trade size, right? Normal trade size, nothing complicated, nice and simple. Okay. If price breaks below this level over here, then I'll be looking at sales, and then I will consider adding on sides. So either whatever size I'm doing with the buy trend, I would double it, right? So if I'm doing 0.2, right, I'll make it 0.4, right? So along those lines, we just keep it very generic, right? Very generic, because I don't want to make it fixed. Hence why I've changed the number lot size from what I said previous to what I'm saying now, because I'm not keeping it generic, because there are people that will watch this video, newbies, and they will take it as gospel even though I tell you not to do it, and make a mistake and then obviously they'll feel like they've been influenced by somebody that gave them bad advice. No, I didn't give you bad advice because I told you, right? This thing is not for everybody. It's not for everybody, right? So that will be my attitude, right? And if you look at it here, this is just not a silly place to look at it. Like, just look at it here. This is a decent location to be thinking about putting in sell with size below this level, because this here is a support zone. It's a support zone that has been tested twice. It probably might get tested again for the third time. If it moves away from it, then you could also use this location as the area for a buy to ride it up, knowing that at the bare minimum, you could possibly get this zone right here. Okay, so that will be my vibe in regards to how I'm navigating this whole situation. So let me just bear with me a moment. Let's have a look. See if there's anything else. Yeah, so that's basically it, really. That is basically it. This is where I think price is going, right? So just to reiterate, I think price is heading up to this location over here, okay? But however, if price breaks down and heads down to this zone over here, then I'll be looking to do what I need to do, which is putting on sells with size downwards, and let's see how many pips I get. Oh, finally, before I go, one important thing. Next week is a very busy week in regards to news. So there's a lot of news coming out. So we know 1:30, we need to keep an eye on that time, CPIs. 1:30 on a Tuesday, we need to keep an eye on the CPIs. 1:30 on a Wednesday, we've got the core PPI, okay, and the PPI month for month. And then at 7 in the evening, we got the FOMC, right? Me personally, because I know what will be taking place, obviously going by the statements and everything else that they're going to be doing at this time, which is going to be 7 in the evening, right? I'll be out of all of my trades before we get to this time. Whatever it is that I'm doing, I stop doing it at this time and just call it a day. So this day right here, we're going to be keeping an eye on it. And then the following day, we got core retail sales that's coming out at 1:30. So whatever I plan to do is either I do it in the morning, I'll wait till 12 in the afternoon, I jump out of whatever it is I'm doing, in good or bad, jump out of it, wait for the news to take place. As soon as the news has taken place, then I hop back in again, doing what I need to do. And then obviously we just keep it moving up until we get to Friday at 3 p.m. Okay, now all of this information can definitely help you in your direction of your trades, but me personally, I do not rely on them anymore. I've seen too many inconsistencies with this for me to consider this information as reliable, right? The only thing that I know that is reliable is what I'm seeing on this chart right now. Okay, if it does certain things, it means certain things, and that has always been the case. Relatively straightforward. Doing news is when it goes crazy. So with that in mind, lessons learned, I'm like, the only thing that is important about what's going on all through here is the time. The time. That's the only thing that is important to me in regards to FX news when it's released. I don't care about the data anymore. It doesn't bother me. I'm not interested, right? So with all of that covered, my awesome people from all around the world, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new to this channel. This is the first time you've been here, because I believe you are going to find the content that I share with you super useful, right? And so hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and drop us a like. Also leave us a comment as well, right? And in the description area, there's some information. So if you're interested in looking for a new broker, there's a link in there with a promo code. Make sure you give that a visit. You're not using TradingView. Why you're not using TradingView? Use my link below. Get hooked up on TradingView. You need books to help you with technical analysis, which I highly recommend. All right, I put together a little blog in there as well. Hit that. It will take you to the page. Review the books, which ones you need, pick them up, and at least you have them for life, and you can always refer back to them. Trust me, do not skimp out on your education. It's super important. So with all of that covered, awesome people, guys, I will see you in the next video, which will be very, very soon. So for now, this is Pips and Points signing out.